Seasonal greetings then, fam. Remember to be hitting that rate, that favourite, that comment, that share, subscribe. You've even ding that bell, baby. Hey, there's a season for ringing bells after all. Righty-ho, so what's Zembloat talking about this video? Well, I was reading a wee article from that Henry Cavill, you know, the guy what played Superman in like Batman vs Superman, the Justice League, and of course Man of Steel. And of course recently playing The Witcher on Netflix. So, I'll have to get down to watching that because I've been meaning to get into it. So yeah, hearing good things by the way. So young Mr. Cavill was speaking about how basically he mostly just likes to chill with a video game and doesn't really bother going out that much anymore. And the reasons he was given was basically like, it's just kind of straight crazy stressful. You're like trying to be a bloke like him, dead recognisable, you know. Can't really hide in public, I mean, because he's built like a tank, you know. Whenever he goes out, he gets mobbed everywhere and asked questions, and press is hounding him, and, you know, lasses are probably throwing himself at him and, like, you know, probably getting him a hard time with his girlfriend that I assume he has, or he's married. I don't know. I don't really know that much about Henry Cavill apart from the fact, you know, what he's played and who, you know, and stuff like that. But I'm not like a big celebrity type guy, you know. It's like, you make a cool film, cool. You make some cool music, cool. That's as far as my sort of celebrity following goes. Anyway, so he's basically saying that like it's all a drag, and most of the time he'd rather just be in his house playing a single player game. And I kind of understand him on that. I mean, for myself, okay, I'm no some Hollywood actor with chiseled features and like a body like a Greek god, you know. But it has to be said, I can still understand where he's coming from. I mean, like, I work 5 days a week, you know. And it's like pretty much my job. I come home, I get up in the morning, I get my boy ready for school, I get him shipped off, I get me ready, I go to work, I do my job, I come home, I put him to bed, I eat my dinner at some point. Generally speaking, it's already been cooked, so I've got to nuke it, you know. It's like, or I'm cooking it, so therefore I'm doing more work again, you know. It's like, then I watch a bit of telly, I go to bed, rinse and repeat, you know. Such is the life, you know, of, you know, your average working schmo, you know. I mean, I'm a 45-year-old father, husband, full-time worker. I just so happen to have a YouTube channel, you know, because I love gaming. But here's the thing, right? It's like, I used to love going out. I used to be an absolute monster for the clubbing. Seriously, I used to adore it. I mean, I was well known on the Edinburgh metal scene for, you know, for my club life. And I knew loads of people on it, and there was clubs I got into for free because of my reputation and stuff, and, you know. And it was a great time. And it's like, I used to have, you know, my mates who would come round to mine, or I'd go round to theirs. But this is mostly when I was unemployed, or even when I was in the beginning years of being employed, you know, still had a bit of time. Now, you know, I just never feel like I ever have any time. Never mind the fact that I am permanently skint. I mean, you're potless. Yeah, always cash strapped. It's like, so I can't really afford to go anywhere if there was anywhere left for me to go, because all the clubs I went to are gone. They're just gone. And they're not even like the clubs I went to moved to another building. The actual buildings where I went to them are gone, but the clubs themselves don't even exist in another venue. They're just straight up gone. Clubbing is dying in Edinburgh. Dying, straight up. It's like, and I don't drink, So I'm not going to go to a pub and sit there while other people around me disintegrate, and the conversation just slowly goes down the lavvy, and I've got to shout every point because pubs are mega loud. So that's out the window. I don't really get to go around to my mates anymore because, one, they work as well, most of them, so you got to mesh those diaries. Shit, that's going to happen. It's like, two, some of them are family men like me, so that's that problem compounded yet again. And a lot of them have moved away from near me. I mean, my best mate used to live in the next tower block. Now he lives the other side of the city. My other mate Jason used to live here in Edinburgh. He's living in Wales. My other mate Leon used to live here in Edinburgh. It's like now he moved back to the Western Isles. It's like he's in Uist. It's like, good God, it's like there's very few people now I know and see IRL. I mean, there's my mate Dave, who you've seen in some of my videos and you'll have heard on the stream sometimes, But there's so many of my friends that I just don't really get to see anymore. It's like, I'm still in contact a bit here and there, but it's not the same. And even if we do get to hang out together, because we get to hang out together so little, and we have so little to do anymore, because we're all skint and we're all working, then we have no new experiences to share with each other, so we just end up sharing the same war stories from a decade ago over and over and over again. I mean, reminiscing once in a while is fun, but when you're talking about, man, that thing we did all those years ago, again, it gets real tired, And I love my best mate like a brother, but, there's only so many times you could talk about that crazy thing you did at high school. So, you've got the repetitive nature, the fact they live far away, the fact they're working, the fact they're also probably also, fellow mothers and fathers, or that they're skint, or that they're working, or they moved away. It's like there's almost nothing really left. Oh, go out for a meal. Yeah, I'm skint, remember? And then, you know what, a lot of the time, I can do food that's just as nice myself, I mean, I make a killer turkey burger. I make a pretty nice chili. And I can, turn my hand to a lot of things, if I put a bit of effort in. I'm no Gordon Ramsay, but I'm alright. I can handle myself in the kitchen. No gourmet chef, but aye, I can do more than a pot noodle. It's like, so what am I going to do? Well, when I get my free time, which is few and far between because of the originally explained parameters, then one or two things is going to happen. If it's not a school day, then I'm going to try and get a chance to hang out with my boy and try to be more of a dad to him and hang out with him and, actually know my child rather than just be the bloke that works to put a food over his head and food in his belly. And that's not easy, because sometimes you're just knackered and then there's housework and it just never seems to end. So a lot of the time, is the only thing I've really got left anymore is gaming. I mean, my comics are gone. It's like I don't watch that much in the way of movies anymore because I'm doing so much to try and catch up with the rest of my social media that I watch a lot less movies than I used to. So going to the flicks is out the window because, well, that's expensive as all hell. I mean, it's like anywhere between 8 and 10 quid to go see a film. Now I'll do it occasionally for something like Alita Battle Angel or Avengers Endgame. A landmark motion picture. But a lot of the time, I'll wait for the Blu-ray or the DVD, and then I'll own it forever. Some films I'll watch on Netflix, because they're films I want to see, and I've got a Netflix subscription, so it's actually quite a cheap thing to do to have Netflix and that currently speaking. And yeah, I just get on with it like that. So most of the time, it goes down to gaming. And, you know, gaming is like, I see people, I'm in a community, I'm participating in events with folk, and I'm gaming away, and I'm cracking progress, and I'm doing a thing I love, and I'm chatting to people, and, you know, I'm also making content for videos like this. It's multifaceted, and it just means more to me, and I get so much out of it because I love gaming, like I've already said a zillion times on this channel. So at the end of the day, I agree with Henry Cavill. Sometimes there's just, you're better off just sticking in a game and having fun, because there's less and less places to go, less and less things to do, and when you do find them to do them, they cost them more and more and more. So yeah, long live gaming. It's that simple, guys. But you may have a different point of view, and if you do, then I would obviously ask you to share it down below. Get typing. Maybe I'm missing a trick. Maybe I've become jaded. Who knows? Anyway, you know what to do. Hashtag support your Scottish YouTubers. And as always, aye, nae bother.